Well, let's do a lot of wells. Facebook is really getting annoying. It's really getting annoying. So I'm going to do this here and then I'm going to share it because I don't understand, but Facebook is just really getting crazy. So I gave out a free in the crayons only coloring club on Facebook and the D McDonald Designs coloring club on Facebook. And I think I might have even passed out. No, I didn't pass out, but I gave out more samples in groups so that, and I'm so sorry, I can't remember the lady's name who used a silver crayon. And wow, what a difference a silver crayon can make. This is the silver crayon there, silver crayon here. This I did last year with glittery nail polish. So I'm going to show you a couple samples and I'm going to, this has not been done with the silver. So we're going to play around with what silver can do, which in my crayon box, I hardly ever use silver or gray. So I was really happy to find a good use for silver. I have this page also, and I used it right here on this little North Pole thing in one of my really easy coloring books for people who can't color or choose not to color in small spaces. So let's just move right on to the great big candy cane because it's nice and large to see. I've done the red. Here I'm going to put some paper behind here. Always put paper behind whatever you're working on. It just paper likes a little bit of bedding. So you take your plain old silver crayon, and the trick is to leave space in between. That really gives your candy cane a little bit of a shine look. It's a simple trick. The silver crayon over the white gives it just a very, and I didn't think of this, it gives it a very, very nice light candy look. It's just absolutely, and when you see it with your own eyeballs, it's even better than just seeing it on here because we are, but you can see how it's slowly adding just a tiny bit of color. I also did use this for snow and Santa's beards. I look at Santa's beard and go, I don't really want to go with a blue beard, but this silver crayon works really nicely with doing Santa's beard, and I will show some of that. I came across while I was this always happens. I was looking for something else, and I came across a box of things that I colored last Christmas time, which also brought up the so you're not really finished. No, because I started playing around with what I've added to my coloring bag of tricks over the past year. It'd be nice if this could be shared, but it can't. There's not even a way of sharing the YouTube live with Facebook. I really don't know what's going on with Facebook. At one point, I finally got some kind of camera contact, and then I started getting other people that I didn't even know on the live, and it should really be my choice to invite people. So I don't understand. They changed the formatting. They went from nice and easy to what is this? So I'm going to have to play around until I really I thought I'd figured it out. I thought if I made a room that would work. I don't know. It used to be you just click go live and boom, you were live. Now it's telling me that it's not recognizing my camera. That wasn't an issue the other day, so I don't know. Best I can come up with is I will do these and then share them. So there you have it. And I am going over the crayon one more time, going the opposite way than I was going so that the color gets into the paper. I want it a little darker, but I think that's so cool. That's like really cool. This is also a nice size for like the large bottom size of a tree for an ornament. And here I did him. Let's look at him. I have a whole thing of ornaments that are ready to go. They're You get the front and the back so that you can make a nice double-sided ornament. This guy's not. He'll just hang. I make a lot of things. So that he's preserved over time, not going to happen. Now you can finish it off with a nice sealer. That helps too. But these are just even fun to sit around with the kids, with family, with friends, to send them, mail them to wherever, and say, here, make a couple ornaments for your tree. Maybe even right on the back, to so and so from whoever, and the year, and wish I could be with you this holiday, but in my heart, when you color and hole punch it. And I just used a pipe cleaner because I like them. They're To me, pipe cleaners are a lot more fun than regular tags. Now I do have a candy cane. Let's look at my nice white paper. So this is a front and then the back. So I put these out there, and the one that I showed that is in the little package deal. That's just all you do. First, color first, cut later. Color cut. It even says on here, front, back, somewhere. Let me repeat, D. McDonald Designs Coloring Club on Facebook, or I believe I put this out in the, might be on my business page too, which is D. McDonald Designs right there on Facebook. And then there is Crayons Only Club. And I was really lucky to have found this. I'm not sure. It was really late in the night. But basically this is the front, this is the back, and I suggest you hold it over to light and that you print it out on cardstock, because that makes it really durable. And then you glue it. So you would cut here and then line them up. But color first, much better deal. And then you put your little glue in the back. And stick glue is nice, but definitely don't get the best glue you can, because over time the glue starts peeling off. So craft glue is even better with a paintbrush, and get it nice. And this is why you want to do it second. You want to glue after you color, because you may get some rumpling in there. So spray adhesive is very nice for doing these. And these are just really adorable for even children. I mean, a child can color a candy cane. May not look like this, but it be theirs. And then be sure to put their name and the year they made it on there, because the years, they go fast, and then you don't know who did what. So I'm going to continue with demonstrating this now on this little candy cane that I came across and went, oh look, it's just white. So I'm going to take that silver crayon now, and every candy cane I come across that I've ever colored before, I'm going to add a little touch of metallic silver. And it's very, you hardly can tell. You see that? You can hardly tell, but it really does make a difference. This is going to be easier than me adjusting the camera. I'm going to try bringing it up. And then hold steady. Very light shady. Yeah, that just flicked my camera. All right, so towards the outside, working in and leaving that white in the center. Don't color it just all the way in. Leave a little bit uncolored. And that will give you a beautiful shine line. Shine on, candy cane. Oh, on my tree. Dee-dum, dee-da, 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 dee-da. I am pressing pretty hard there. Perfect. Boom. Looks like, wow. I was so impressed when one of the members of the Coloring Craze Club, where we just color with crayons, inexpensive pencils. Many pencils and things can run $150 more, $75, $45. And I had decided quite a while ago now that I just wanted a group where people could all just color with a crayon or Craze Art pencils, inexpensive stuff. And that if everybody was coloring with basically the same investment or lack thereof, then we would all feel pretty comfortable sharing what we colored because, we got out our crayons and had a good time. And like I say often, that the playing field is nice and level when you're all using the same thing. And with a crayon, there's just only so much you can do with a crayon. However, when Mr. Silver came out, I went, wow, I never thought about the candy cane and silver. So we're going to just take a look. What else do I have here? I've been working on this bow. I really stink at bows. I don't know. This is crayon right now. It's a bow. All right. Now I have another stack. Somewhere I had more. I had more. I did. All right. We're going to take a quick look at what I came across last night and just started working on. This is Simple Holiday Coloring Pages for All on Amazon, and it is very simple. Perfect for toddlers, young people, elderly people, people who have shaking hands. All of the designs in this book, and it's extremely simple. Simple. That's what it's all about. I believe this is in Have a Handmade Holiday Coloring Book 1, my Santas, but I came across them and I added quite a bit as I was going, oh, I could add that. So don't ask me. I'm not sure which book any of these are from, but they're in the Handmade Holiday books. They are also definitely in the Have a Handmade Holiday giant, great big green book that looks like the size of what used to be a normal large city phone book. It's a really big group. This is before. I used silver glitter in there, but and there's nothing I can do about it now. It is what it is. So we're just going to take a look at some of what I found. Definitely, all of these are definitely in the Have a Handmade Holiday full-size pages only book on Amazon. I just think he's just so cute. He's also a very fun to color. His name, I named him Buddy Bear. And here's Buddy Bear ready to go as an ornament. The reason Buddy Bear came to be is I did not follow my own advice. I didn't do the print to page, unclick the box, and some of the ornament was cut off. And instead of just throwing the paper away, I went, there's nothing wrong with, and you could even too. The ornament this is from the large, I believe, the one the book I talked about that's very big, with the ornaments in it, and yet you could he's the perfect size for a large size ornament in a wreath. Just because you see it like that doesn't mean you have to keep it in the ornament. You can definitely cut him out and play around with him. So that's kind of fun. And I also have these on PayHip. And I even went and checked because I was missing a couple packs. During the year, I don't put all of the things on PayHip. And because it just gets overwhelming to even try to find anything on there. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things and I don't feel so bad. I added that. You can add to it. There's the angel, also a really good size to cut out. Merry Christmas. The Handmade Holiday books, especially the full-size only book, is just a fantastically big, wonderful book to own with lots of interesting, beautiful Christmas things in it. All right, this one I do know I put out in my coloring group last night because I found it. Now, I didn't find it. This was done by Donna Pecoraro. Nope, this was done by Joanne Eggert. Hey, I have the name down there. And I did it in grayscale. And I have no system. I have a system, but it's not organized. Everything I've ever designed or published is on one of these. Some say personal. That doesn't mean that is just personal stuff. Some say books, but not what books. And I never actually made like a table of contents of what is in here. So when I want to go, oh, I wonder where that is, I have to go hunt on these. And my goal is to go through each and every one of them. I've started, but wow, was that unbelievable as I went through it and went, oh my, oh my. And then there's some plugged into my computer right now. So somewhere I'm hoping in the next couple of months to start working on what's on the purple one. I don't know. So I could not find this one. I would have offered it free. And in the D. McDonald Designs Coloring Club, I am going to offer a little Merry Christmas pack in the next few days for a holiday thank you. So there's going to be some free pages coming through. I just think he's gorgeous, and I really am not very good at coloring, but sometimes you just nail it. I have a whole bunch in the handmade holiday books. Go figure. These are some of the gift tags. This one is in Have a Handmade Holiday Cajun something or other, and the two in the from are there. You can cut that off as well if you wanted to use this someplace else. You don't have to keep the to and from in. But I that's what the books are all about. Making your own gift takes, making your own cards, making your own ornaments. And so I was playing around with those. And even when my ink doesn't print right, because every once in a while I have a problem with that, I still use this. I can take an ink pen and fix that little oops. Yeah, I never have a big oops. There's always something. And I also had young grandchildren. So an oops for them, they don't care. They're under 7, 8 years old. They just be happy to scribble all over that. And that's the good one to take to the grandkids. The one where the roller, you could see it didn't print correctly. That one, I got it right. Yay. We have the alligator, the musician. I just found these. Some pages inside my other books. I don't even know the title because I just run them off. Wait, this one says D. McDonald Designs Christmas Coloring Book 1, 2018. All right, these are the 2018 book. Then is the one that features lots of Christmas winter architecture. Just log houses, gas stations. That's a gas station. Homes decorated for the holidays, and I put that all together in 2018. And Mike Pence is tweeting, why don't they have something to really do? What is it with all the tweeting? I don't understand. But then again, I'm 63 years old, going on 64, and I really don't get the tweet thing. I mean, if you got something to say, you have public, you have TV crews, you have cameras, you don't have to tweet. I find the tweeting thing to be, personally, I'm annoyed by the tweeters. I really am. I mean, I like birds for a while, but even if I have too many birds in my yard, it's like, okay, you guys, go tweet somewhere else for now because it was nice, it was wonderful, take off. So this is in the 2018 book, and like I said, I before I publish a book, I print everything out, I color it to see can it be colored, is it okay. Um, this one I know is from the stained glass only collection. It probably appears in another stained glass book, but once many of the people who bought the books and colored with me, we all said, the grayscale is really beautiful to color, and you don't need any talent at all because this bleeds through. The background comes through, so that's kind of fun. This is in one of the Christmas Hearts book, some kind of title with Christmas holiday hearts. Yeah. And these are the small ones, but in the book of Christmas Hearts, have a sweet Christmas, just a nice, easy one. This is from Crazy Christmas Trees and More. And I have Donna Pecoraro's name on it. It was so awesome. And it is the back cover. There's one of hers is in the front cover. They're amazing. The covers are worth whatever you pay for just to have. And I did the back cover on purpose because it's really, you just cut the cover apart and frame it for a holiday thing or to even have one of her pieces of artwork. She's an amazing artist. Elf Help. I don't know, that's in the Big Heart book. This, I believe, is in the 2018 book, The Town Hall. I don't know. He appears in a couple different things just because I really liked coloring him. And like I point out, I'm not all that good. And every year goes by and I think, you know what? I can add a little bit more now. I'm getting a little more gutsy. This is a black grape pencil. And then I would use my blender. But this is what happens. I go over something that was from years ago that I did. And I think, I think I can even bump it up a little bit more. So you're go back over whatever you've ever colored. I mean, like, don't go to when you were 5, but if you're getting into this as a nice, affordable hobby, and it is, it's as if it's really a reasonable pastime compared to many things I've gotten into that cost a small fortune. All the equipment, you can, a little bag with a book or two in it, some colored pencils, and you're good to go wherever. You ever get stuck somewhere, you're there. All right, this is my Donna Pecoraro. I colored over her grayscale. And then I did this one. This one, I really wish I could remember it. These appear in a book strangely, just because I liked them. And so they got put in there. This one, I think, is in the 2018 book. Not sure. Not sure. So we're just taking a look. They're in everywhere. And if you go look at the videos, you'll go, oh, yeah, all right, there it is. Because I do, every one of these books is on a video. Christmas Coloring Book 2017. Probably means this one's in there. The 2017 book, this could be in there. Maybe that's why they're like together. The church that I own, I believe. This one I started working on last night, and I don't know why I went with this. Was a blue. Um, uh, it's called Not Your Ordinary Crayon Gel. It was just too much. It was too much. So sometimes you make mistakes, and that's why you'll find in most of my books there's a duplicate page because to err is human. To breathe is even better. I started playing around with that one last night. Definitely crazy Christmas trees and more. The trees are just crazy. Yes. I just pushed my brain to going, what is not an abnormal tree? And this one appears on an abnormal planet or a rock. Again, crazy Christmas trees or more. I have a lot to do with this. This is why I don't like marker. I don't like it to do that. So I will probably go over that with crayon or just never touch it again and hand it off to the grandkids and say, here, finish this for me. Yeah, why don't you? So I thought I had more candy canes. Let's finish up with one last time. Oh, what I did with it. Wait, I know. They're under here. Stacks. I have stacks and stacks of things. I'm always trying to get organized, and I always fall far short. The candy canes were at the top. Angels, nope. Well, Deb. Well, Deb don't know. Deb don't know. Hello, Sarah. I couldn't get on Facebook, Sarah. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. I just don't get it. All right, so here is the candy cane. I'm pretty sure that I made available. In the packet, you get both sides. I was charitable, but not that charitable. And really, you could just hole punch it and put these on a tree. There's several different sizes, so that depending on, you put the small one up at the top of the tree and then work your way down to the bottom of the tree where there's a lot more space. So I'm going to do this one very quickly. Yeah. I think this is the page. I'm going to do this one with the crayon, silver and red, and then I'm done. Dun, 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 dun. And I don't know if I'll ever figure out what Facebook is doing now. I thought I had it. I thought I figured it out, and then I went to go get live, and I have trouble with telling me it can't read my camera, and it's the camera I'm using right now. It's the camera I did do something in my room. Then I finally made contact, and I had a woman that was on there, and she was doing some kind of knitting thing, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what's going on here, but this is not what I was betting on. It used to be that there was a live at the top of each club page. That's gone. I don't know what they're doing. I really don't. They're getting very difficult. And so I may just be forced for now until I can figure something out. I thought if I did it for my business page, I tried that. Didn't work. It said I was, and then it failed. So I don't know. All right. Red, the key element here is to leave the space in there. That's the easiest way to go, and to eyeball or even draw a light line if you really need it, but work from where you left your alley, a uncolored alleyway, an uncolored sidewalk. Think of it that way. And this is the silver crayon. And you're hearing, I get these, since I bought this new tower, I get all of these posts as if I can't find things on my own. It's really gotten annoying. Intrusive. They just, you used to have a lot more control over what was going on when you used your computer. And your phone doesn't do this. You don't get all these little, whatever, the 12 days of Christmas, watch dash television dash whatever. And like if somebody tweets something and they're on my tweet list, which I just get rid of my tweet list, then their little tweet jumps up in the middle of whatever you're working on. Like, distracting. I'm sure there's a place where you can go and have that not happen, but I haven't found it. I haven't really looked for it. I just complain about it. And it doesn't come up on the phone, so that's super cool. Yeah. There's some good parts about surfing my telephone, which I only do just before I go to sleep, which is sort of stupid, but I do it. And that's how easy that is. Now, what the silver does is it just gives you this faint candy look. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but it really does work. And maybe if I'm really with it, I'll go back and find the woman who did this, write her name down because I have no memory retention, and then I'll pop back in here and give credit to this woman who used the silver crayon in the candy canes in the Crayons Only Club, and I said, ooh, I have to go try that. And yeah, that made a really big difference. I was going to find the one where I did with the snow, but it also works nicely for snow. It works really nice for Santa's beards so that you have a really nice beard look. I did use a little bit of the silver along in here where I just didn't want it to be naked white, but so I used a little bit. It's like putting the shadow in. Just wonderful, and I really will. I will remember to go back and find this woman and give her some credit. It's probably, she got it from someone else, but I don't care. I'm going to give her credit because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have known to do that. I don't think I can find the Santa Spirit as I went through here, but just watch for it. See, I didn't use the silver here yet because I just found all these pages laying around. What do you do with your stuff? I don't know. I just stick it in a box. Here's Santa with a blue beard, and that's what I don't quite like. So I am, and I did him, but I don't know what I did with him. I don't know where Santa went. I don't know. He disappeared. He'll be there somewhere. I know I did him. He was big. I even remember he was big. Big Santa. Big Santa. Santa Claus with the silver crayon. Vanished from my great big stack of what I've been doing for the last couple of days. Yeah, I don't know what I do with him. Well, somewhere along the line, if I find him, I'll take a picture and share it. That's the best I can do at this point. Because I can't find him. I don't know where he is. All right, so that's it. That's how you do a candy cane with the adding the silver. And if you're like me, you've got pages laying around from last year. And try adding the metallic silver for the white space of the candy cane. Look how that's working. It's very, 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 very light, but it works. It just does a bang up job. And then I'm going to go share this. Ever since my emergency surgery, I'm having trouble with my lungs. I really had trouble coming out of surgery with being able to breathe, and my surgery had nothing to do with my lungs. It had everything to do with my colon, which was disconnected. I've got a list of things, organs that are just gonna go. Are just gonna go. But I did notice when I got done with the surgery, I had never had trouble breathing like I was having trouble, and even to this day, when you cry really, really hard, and you get that, and I don't even know if I can make the noise because I'm kind of afraid of it. But you go, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. Um, but you get this like airy thing going on, and I don't know, it's just the weirdest thing after you've had a really big cry, and your lungs do this really weird thing where they're trying to catch triple air. I don't know how to describe it, but I have that from time to time, and so it's taking a lot to keep up and to do all of this. I'm very, very, very tired. I'm just very tired all the time, and I didn't feel that way until the surgery and the loss of my colon and having to adjust, and I guess it just knocked me down about 1,000 pegs, and I keep thinking any day now it'll all come back and I'll just be okay, but it might not work that way. And for those of you who have gone through anything major, then you know what I'm talking about. That it, someone would say, Debbie, I don't want to rain on your parade, but chances are you are going to be much slower than you've ever been in your entire life. And just, hey, you lived. The surgeon said, we can't believe you're alive. So I was in really bad shape. And if you are really curious and you want to go watch me look absolutely horrible, there's some really good videos on Facebook. Type in Deborah L. McDonald, and my healthy days, I'm in there, and I like to look at those. But I filmed myself 1 week coming out of surgery, and wow, my hair, my everything. I didn't look as bad as the first 24 hours, but and all of the stuff that was stuck into my face was pulled out by then. However, yeah, if you wanna see me at my worst, that's a horrific video to go look at. But yay, it's out there. Go for it. Take better care of yourself than I did because I didn't know about it, and know that you might just make it through even things that people are amazed you made it through. And then again, you might not. That's just how life goes. There's no guarantee about any part of it. Well, that didn't show up. I guess that when I'm done, I could just like keep adding. So my next step would be cut. This says back. Well, yeah, that would be the back, but this would probably be the front. And then what I do is I hold it up to light, because that's the easiest way to make sure you have the right one and they line up absolutely perfectly. So if it's not perfect, you're trying to line up the wrong candy cane. And there, now I have it on both sides. I would add my glue, and then I would cut and leave, not cut right to the line, but leave a little bit, and then hole punch wherever I felt like it, because these are cute even if you dingle dangle them from a wreath or from a hanger, and you make your own whatevers, or you stick them in wherever, and they might hang over a doorknob, a little knob, a little someplace. So feel free to go find the free ones and have yourself a fun time coloring candy canes, and relax and enjoy your holidays and make the best out of them that you can, because you have that ability. You have the power to make it happy or horrible. Hey, I like that. Happy or horrible. Yeah. All right. Good night. And I'm finished.